In 1996, I made my first Olympic team, and I won 2 gold medals in relay performances, by far my best performances of the Games. Won 2 silver medals in the 50 and the 100-meter freestyle. Those were my individual events, and they were best times, and yeah, I came within 7/100ths of a second of beating the reigning Olympic champion and world record holder. So nothing to be disappointed with, but for those 4 years, I was able to go around the world saying, I'm the second best swimmer in the whole world, which is kind of cool, but it's like being 6 inches from summiting Everest. So I knew that there was only one final step to take before accomplishing all there is to accomplish in the sport. And I wanted that so badly, and set to work harder than I had before. And it was while I was training for the 2000 Olympics that I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. About a year and a half out from the 2000 Games, I was told that I would have to end my swimming career. Prior to my diagnosis, nobody had competed at the Olympic level. That was devastating, because it obviously meant quite a bit to me at that point. I was accomplished, and to have to walk away from that felt like there was work left to be done, that I was unfulfilled in some ways. Struggling with that was a real challenge, and in some ways, sport did prepare me for how to deal with that. In sport, you deal with losses and setbacks, and you go back to the drawing board and kind of formulate another game plan, which is what I did. And really, I think that approach and determination and commitment did indeed help me overcome that diagnosis, get back in, and make it back to the Olympic Games and swim better than I ever had prior to the diagnosis. A year and a half later, I proved to myself and the rest of the world and all those living with diabetes that diabetes does not have to stop you from being the best athlete in the world. I was able to win that elusive gold medal in the 50 freestyle. Winning a gold medal at the Olympic Games is the pinnacle of what an athlete can accomplish. I mean, I hate the word surreal. I think it's used too often. I think it's the only word that's really appropriate. So that, in terms of swimming accomplishment, was the best, right? However, comparatively, there was also, in this accomplishment, the fact that I did overcome this diabetes diagnosis, that I was living with a chronic, potentially life-threatening health condition, and using that accomplishment in sport ultimately proved being much more rewarding to me as an individual than being the best at swimming. And being able to make that diagnosis a little bit less scary for a young kid or an adult, that's worth more than all the gold medals that the Olympics has to offer. My name is Gary Hall Jr. I'm an Olympian and diabetes advocate, and this is the story behind my shirt.